Good afternoon. I'm glad you've decided to rejoin us for another reading. As always, I'm Site Director McCallahan, and today we have a very intriguing SCP. Today we'll be looking at SCP-1728, Object Class Safe. Let's begin. Special Containment Procedures. SCP-1728 is to be bound with wound polyurethane fibers to a steel table 1 meter by 2 meters in area. The table is to be contained within a sealed refrigeration unit, which is to be kept at a constant 0 degrees Celsius. Standard temperature monitoring applies. Communication with SCP-1728 is to be conducted by one researcher at a time inside the refrigeration unit with the temperature raised to 10 degrees Celsius and one of SCP-1728's arms unrestrained. The door must be sealed before communication begins and unsealed only after the restraints have been replaced. SCP-1728-1 is to be kept in a polyurethane-lined box measuring 30 centimeters by 10 centimeters by 5 centimeters and stored in anomalous weapons containment. SCP-1728 is not to be made aware of SCP-1728-1's location. Description: SCP-1728 is a humanoid entity 1.5 meters in height and 57 kilograms in weight. While otherwise human in form, the entity lacks a head. Its neck ends in a cauterized stump approximately halfway through the larynx. Despite this, the entity is capable of functioning with normal human-like capacity and has no apparent sensory, motor, or metabolic difficulties. It cannot speak, but it is capable of writing. The subject has a grasp of the English language similar to that of a child of 8 to 10 years of age, and its intelligence shows likewise. SCP-1728 continuously exudes a substance chemically identical to unsalted dairy butter from the surface of its body. Because of this, the entity has an extremely low coefficient of friction. Removing the butter results in more being exuded to replace it. The butter generally remains closely adherent to SCP-1728's body, but rubs off on anything the entity touches. The butter has no anomalous properties when separated from the entity. Instead of fingernails, SCP-1728 has hollow points of bone that protrude from the ends of its fingers. It can channel butter through these bones to use them as pens or low-pressure jets. SCP-1728's only article of clothing is a pair of short burlap pants strapped over its shoulders with suspenders made from twine. Any other clothing slides off his body or becomes so damp as to be effectively useless. SCP-1728-1 is a 22 centimeter long steel knife with a handle made of cast iron. SCP-1728 cannot easily hold on to any item other than SCP-1728-1. SCP-1728 actively resists containment. The entity is capable of slipping out of most forms of restraints and will attempt to escape given any chance. It uses the butter it exudes to its advantage, sliding across nearly any surface at speeds of up to 34 kilometers per hour and leaving tracks of butter behind it. Its current goal appears to be to retrieve SCP-1728-1 from containment. SCP-1728 is difficult to hold on to or stop from moving. However, sufficient heat loss can cause it to mostly solidify, preventing escape. Additionally, polyurethane has shown to be capable of restraining it. Interview Log SCP-1728-01 Interviewed SCP-1728 Interviewer, Dr. Tane. Forward. In the following interview, SCP-1728 was asked questions verbally and allowed enough freedom of movement with one arm to write its answers down on black paper. All answers are transcribed verbatim. Interview took place in SCP-1728's containment chamber. Begin log.
SCP-1728. Can you hear me?
9 seconds elapse.
Yes, sir. Just fine. I'm Dr. Tane, SCP-1728. Do you know why you're here?
15 seconds elapse.
Because I stabbed a lady. The Foundation recovered you in the forest. You were inside a tree.
28 seconds elapse.
You wouldn't give up her bag. Her horse was mad. And this led you to being inside the tree?
12 seconds elapse.
I had to subvert Mummy. SCP-1728, are you aware of your condition?
11 seconds elapse.
What condition? Well, you don't have...
SCP-1728 begins writing immediately.
Oh, I got no head, and I'm all slippy. Yeah, that. How long have you been like this?
35 seconds elapse.
Sometimes. Ladies don't like getting stabbed. Sometimes ladies is angry witches. I'm a milkman's son. I turned to butter. Thank you, SCP-1728. That will be all.
SCP-1728 begins writing quickly.
When can I have my knife back? I want my knife fits mine. Not now, SCP-1728.
SCP-1728 struggles in his restraints. Its other arm begins to slide out.
Chili!
End log. Closing statement. The refrigeration system was turned back on. SCP-1728 solidified shortly afterwards and was manually molded back into its restraints. Well, that was interesting. A psycho with a knife, the intelligence of an 8-year-old, and secretes butter. If I was interviewing the person that saw that, I'd think they're on shrooms or something. Anyways, this has been another SCP reading. Thank you for joining me, and I hope to see y'all again very soon. Guards, you know what to do. Goodbye.